Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is going to be a round of 8 match. Our quarterfinals coming into play. It is going to be Reserve facing off against Sprout. We're into our 9th round, so I can afford to just talk over this one a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be another day of Sprout, and this time their opponent has got that a little bit tougher. That seems to be the way for them at the moment. They don't like to make things easy for themselves. A close game yesterday when they actually played up against Windigo, a tough game just before that when they played against Prosto, and now they head into what is one of our invite teams, Rev Reserve, the first of these quarterfinals. Of course, I can list you off some of the others that will be coming up. Just have a little gander at those. I believe we got Imperial versus Space Soldiers coming in tomorrow, and Fragsters versus AGO as well. So it's going to be a pretty good day for Counter-Strike. I know that also on our second stream today, we will have our final of the round of 16 matches, which will be between Fours and Euronics, and the winner of that will go on to play Optic. So whichever wins that game, I think they're going to be having a tough time. I do believe I think it was Nico, the Danish Nico, is going to be standing in for Optic, so will be a little bit different there. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this game because I would say that Rev Reserve, actually since moving to Rev Reserve, have not been quite as impressive as they were in Godsend. Mainly that Illuminati eye was helping them out quite a bit, because thus far I haven't really looked at the team since and gone, you know what, they've had like some great results. They've really been pushing forward, building as a team. It's sort of like losing to NIP, being Kingwin, losing to 3D Max, beating Movie Star Rider. It's like a lot of the matches we've seen from them haven't been anything crazy. Obviously at the beginning of, I was going to say this month, but it's now August, isn't it? 11th of July, they did beat Sprout on train, 16-7, and this is actually the map choice, I believe, of Sprout, so maybe a little bit of a dicey showing there, and of course then going into Cash, which I would give a little bit more over to Rev Reserve as well. So realistically, I think it's just going to have to be a step up from Sprout once again, just continuing to sort of grow into this tournament. The fact is, I feel like that is what they do a lot of the time. Like, they can go close versus NIP in a best of 3, then go close versus Prosto in a best of 3. Like, you sort of look at those two teams and go, yeah, Sprout, you should be smashing one of them. And, well, granted, the first time they did. Either way, we are into our all-important pistol round. CT start for Sprout is where they really showed their stuff yesterday. Their T side was pretty damn lackluster, but the CT side was impressive. Chris going to be pushing in, already managing to find that opener onto Percy, who didn't have the best of days yesterday. Even said it himself on Twitter. CT side starting to get whittled away. NATO will be able to find one. Cyclone looking for a little bit more, but can't quite finish it off. And the T's find a flurry of frags. 2 quick kills. Spitty low as well, but Doppler in a similar point. And now Dennis, well, he has been a big player for this team so far. Will be actually rotating in and able to find himself a first. He's got that trusty USP in hand, and Freddy is going to be playing close to the site. Already, though, Dennis has been spotted. Information gathered. Hampus up above will be able to dodge the bullets, and this pistol round looking like it's further and further into the hands of the T side. It'll be a nifty couple of headshots, but he is going to be able to bring this back, and he finds himself first. He's going to try and start defusing, but Hampus won't even give him the time of day. 3 kills for him in the pistol round. Rev Reserve will be there to kick things off. scout onto NATO. I imagine that may have been dropped over by Spiddy. Plenty of rifles into reserve as well. Playing this one fairly safe, in fact. I would say that you could probably opt to go for a slightly riskier purchase with maybe some SMGs. They're clearly not wanting to risk these second rounds at all, and showing a lot of respect early on to the side of Sprout. Will be there to find himself a first. Of course, pretty much every player lost from here on out with a rifle that's going to the floor, and well, could end up in the hands of the CTs as Percy does awaken as he gets himself a double. Twist and Disco Doctor are now the only ones left. Twist, however, will find 2 quick kills and turn this round back around. Doppler will now be pushing in towards the site. Already managing it back into 2v2. Cyclone looks for the spot. Will be Twist to find another. He really has turned this round back, as now all that remains is going to be Cyclone, who's retrieved the scout. Both players tagged a little bit. Gives him an opportunity at least, but Doppler very well placed. Sound too loud? I can change that quickly. Give me a second. Hopefully that'll be better. Just some quick changes. Caster reading chat. Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly just making stuff up. Gonna go back to Mac 10 this time, and well, Freddy Beat does find the openers. Of course, this one's a little bit more of a save. Managing a second though, and I think that's both rifles now down. Yeah, chat pre-recorded. Oh my goodness, that's bomb music. That came in for just a second. I've noticed that recently with CS, that there are just random boosts in like music volume. Like even if you have all of them off in the menus, it will still just play. But you know, you just gotta love it. You gotta love these updates. Clearly, CS really wants to push their music. Maybe they're going to bring out an album soon. Spiddy already drops another. These rounds have been very costly for Rev Reserve. Only 2 players surviving in the last. This time, the potential for 2 players to survive with neither of the rifles, which will be a huge boost. CT side really don't need to fight this anymore. The players are not close enough to get these remaining kills. And, yep, that's perfect for Sprout. Yeah, they lose the follow-up rounds. Okay, that's still going to be rounds into the favor of Rev Reserve, but saving both weapons, they can buy up with the AWP, they can have all the utility they desire going into the 4th round, and for a 4th round buy, this is pretty much as good as it gets. You don't see this very often. In fact, their buy, well, because Brolin has a Mac 10, is actually better than that of the T side. No AWP yet for Twist, although they could have purchased one. More of a choice. And with a couple of players not with head armor, maybe there is a chance here. The aggression. NATO, he looked like he shot between all of the players there. So many targets, none of them hit, and now he's getting closed down. Probably overwhelmed by Disco Doppler and Freddy B with a second entry. This leaves the CTs in turmoil already. The only interesting fact is actually Dennis. This music is utterly horrible. I'm hoping this has been turned off. There's a bit of a delay on the stream. From Dennis, though, he's just carrying on already, doing so much, and Cyclone's going to finish things with a couple of kills. This round looked done. That was a 5v3, and they didn't lose a single player. Unfortunately, the excitement of it was slightly ruined by the which is actually there to add tension, interestingly enough. But, hey, the round goes the way of Sprout. If it does it again, then I'll message someone and just be like, hey, we kind of got some music on when the bomb gets planted. Either way. T's just going to go for some pistols into this one. They do get a bomb down in the previous round, and they can look to do some damage into this one. Freddy going to be burning a little bit. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Oh, has to be a bit careful there. Hampers with this Deeg is pretty deadly, but this time he doesn't even need a headshot. Just going to be the shots through the wall. Dennis still kicking. And I always say this. If Dennis is playing well, we normally see the best of Sprout. Especially on the T side. He's the man who will find them the majority of the openers. And the way they played the T side yesterday, they're definitely going to need that. It was their CT side that was much better. NATO, I think, only managed 3 kills on the whole of the T side, but had a real turnaround on the CT side with his AWP, which I feel like you can forgive a lot of the time. Your CT side AWPing is normally going to be better than the T side just based on how the weapon is. It's very, very difficult to see strong T side AWPing unless your opponents are going very, very aggressive. I have to say, I sort of missed that, like the old AWP, which was quite a while ago now, but with just the added movement and, well, the sort of JW Kenny-S true era of just ridiculous frags. But times have changed. Players have adapted. And it is going to be 3-2 now. Sprout are going to be getting their second. Actually calling a technical pause. Winner of map 1, favoring Rep Reserve very, very slightly. That may even just be because they won the pistol round. Because obviously these are live odds, so someone may have just gone and thrown all their money the second the pistol went the other way. Hopefully not going to be too much of a problem. You think Red Reserve are going to win 2-1. So does that mean you think they're going to lose this map and win the next 2? Win this map, lose the next one, and win the final map? What order, Sweds? I want some true analysis here from you. Or are you just like random stab in the dark? Because if so, I respect that too. Sprout 2-0. Okay. Ready B already kicking things off, and Dennis will be able to find a double back and return. He really is flying at the moment. 3 kills for Dennis already. Campus does trade 1 back, but he's left solo on HP. 22 in fact, and well, Dennis with 4. I do love you too, Babs Bomber, and that's a difficult name to say, but I've given it a go. If I have said it wrong, I can apologize, but well, you know, it's a tough name. Jim, I'll call you Jim. Either way, once again, it's just going to be pistols for Red Reserve. It's funny because whenever I hear RR, I still just think of Random Rambo. That's still the first name that comes to my head, even though Red Reserve have been around for a while now. Ooh. Brolin. A little bit tricky with that one. How has Hampers got here with nobody noticing? And how has Dennis got that kill? The man is currently invincible. Someone check to see if he's got some sort of God mode activated, because that's what it seems like at the moment. Nobody able to put him down. Brolin and Freddy B. Left to just try and do a little bit of damage. Brolin looking to try and find Dennis, the man who is currently invincible. Can he prove he is mortal? Percy is ready for at least a trade frag. What do I think of Big? I'm a large fan of that team. I will not fall for that. Ooh, okay, I'm going to shut up now. 2 quick kills. NATO will be there to trade things back. Dennis has been proven vulnerable as he will fall. Freddy B does retrieve a rifle at least for a moment, but he doesn't have any armor behind it. 15 seconds left, and, well, unless he can do something very quickly indeed, he somewhat needs to die, and NATO will be a kind gentleman and put him down. 4-3 in favor of Sprout. The pistol's still doing a decent amount of damage, so the money isn't going to be ludicrous for Sprout just yet. Either way. Yeah, speaking of Big Clan, obviously they've got a UK player, so I am biased. But they did so well in Germany. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Well, I'm almost certain nobody saw that coming. I don't even think they saw that coming. So, yeah, made things very exciting at that event, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hampus, though. We'll find that opening kill onto Percy. It seems like either Percy has a sort of big round or he dies. It's not really like a middle, like, oh, he did some damage. And it's normally one or the other, which can work for teams if they have the core 4 to hold it back. Obviously, the classic example is the legendary Fnatic, where JW was a little bit of a loose cannon. I did. Cyclone, he missed everything. CT side left into a 3 versus 5, but they managed to turn it before. Can they turn it again? Spiddy is going to try his best, and God Dennis is still in hand to just close them down. Another double for him already. The nade will dunk in. Spots one of his opponents. A little bit wary for Hampus, but Hampus will close him out in the end. Leaves it onto NATO. This could be holding. Finds the cross as well, leaving it versus Disco Doppler. He's actually going to try and switch up his position. Doppler up on the top of the trains is looking to just clear out these remaining angles. Did make a little bit of noise, but I don't think Doppler actually heard him. He's making a fair bit himself. Looking to go plant back around the other side of the train. This should be a kill for NATO. Well played, good position, and it will be another round on the board for Sprout. 5 back-to-back-to-back, and the loss bonus. It's going to build up now for the T side. However, this round, well, you can sort of warrant some investment. Like, Hampus buying an AK here. If he even gets 1 kill, he just pays for the AK again. So, it's not really that much of a problem if he doesn't do too much. Already, you can see that the CT side economy is vulnerable. Percy with the UMP somewhat proves it, although he has been playing very close angles. So, you can sort of see why he would bring that in. Again, though, that's a couple of 3v5s now that have gone the way of the CTs. Percy's still going to be playing very close. Now, he played this just moments ago and actually got killed. And, yeah. Sometimes, even just repeating what happened last time, almost sort of says what needed to be said, doesn't it? He got killed doing that last time and well, instantly dies again. Oh, well, it is that same sort of scenario. A 5v... Well, no, make that a 4v3. That was quick. Didn't even get to finish the sentence. Well, so far, so good. It's Doppler and Twist. A bomb plant here really wouldn't be too bad. They can get a little bit of extra cash. And as I said, that AK that they had prior will now be paid for with the bomb plant. Music is still there. It's somewhat infuriating. And Twist, only one left alive. Didn't really stand a chance. 3 kills for Cyclone. I'm going to just drop someone a message about... can we get rid of... music, please? There we go. Hopefully that'll be sorted. And I am on a clean feed that has a couple of minutes delay, so you have to bear that in mind that if it does get fixed, we won't know for probably another round. Percy, yeah, is currently 3-8. One of the rounds, though, the first round that they managed to win, round number 4, was a lot off the back of what he did with the CZ. So, although he's bottom of the board, and that is being pointed out, it is still a fact that he has had impact in this game so far. Dennis is running away with things, 15-5 at the moment, and it seems like the heavy hitters for Sprout have got off to a good start. Either way. Economy still hasn't built up that far for Sprout. Considering how many rounds they've won in a row, you're expecting to see sort of 7 or 8 grand on the majority of these players. But the fact is, Rev Reserve have been making it close. You think the music comes from the secondary observer? It's possible. I've sent them a message anyway, so hopefully they will sort that. Token. Looking for a little bit of aggression. I like the smoke. A little bit fancy. Means it lands a bit higher up and gives him a bit more space. I like the idea. He didn't get a kill off it, but he did manage to get himself a peek, so that's interesting. Once again, T's are much more of a default. The maps are Train, Cache, and Mirage. It is not in the chat at the moment, but I can tell it to you. At least I think it is. I'm pretty certain that's the maps. If I am wrong, someone correct me. It happens on a daily basis. No, it was correct. All good. 50 seconds left on the clock. T's waiting very patiently. They're expecting some sort of aggression here. And, well, there has been. But they haven't actually caught it. It's Percy going in towards that A main spot. It's going to make things very difficult if they go for any execution anywhere near that A site. Cyclone also going to be waiting. I'm interested to see where they actually go here. They really have burned this clock very, very low. 20 seconds left. This time Cyclone playing over towards that pop spot. And he has shut things down. He's not making the same mistakes that Percy had. And Percy's also found a kill. Freddy B will be sneaking in, but it doesn't matter. They've taken the bomb into pop. They'll get all of these kills, do so much damage, but they can't win themselves the round. And that seems to be the story of Rev Reserve's life at the moment. We have the same name. Must be a smart... Yeah, obviously we had very intelligent parents because they picked such an excellent name. There you go. One of my biggest pet peeves in Counter-Strike on this map is taking the bomb down pop. Unless you have cleared it prior, I just don't know why you would do it. It's such a big risk. If the bomb goes down in pop, it's one of the most isolated areas of the map. To get it back is one of the most difficult places on the map to get it from. I understand that you have the sort of idea of, okay, it's the closest point to the bomb. So yeah, you go pop, but clear it first. Send somebody down there. If there's somebody there and you can't get the kills, don't send the bomb there anymore. It just seems madness to me to try and... Like, you could easily just leave it at the top of the ladder, both go down. If you both die, you haven't just screwed your teammates into submission. And I realize that sentence could very easily be taken out of context. Either way. 7-3. Man advantage now for the CT side. As they're starting to look like they've gained some confidence. Yeah, I thought I saw that pop up on my phone that he was the new... Or was it coach or analyst or whatever, but that's pretty interesting. Ready, rolling move. This time taking the entry roll. We'll be able to find 1 and 2 and just go there with the third. The T's left it a bit later once again, but once more they are in a strong position. Now they've had some advantages before, but this is definitely the best one. I don't think that this will be coming back anytime soon. Spiddy. Tom, new coach of FaZe. I don't think so. I would like to coach a team like that and just be like, why are you not getting more headshots? What are you doing? Guardian, kill him. Just like they're just looking at me after attack. They take a tactical pause, and that's all I say. Nico, more headshots, please. God, that'll be it. And then they'll go back into the game, just more annoyed than before. Either way, you can see the sort of way this has gone so far, as Sprout have been winning so many rounds in a row. Now, they were 3-0 down. They win 7 in a row. They lose 1. And they are now on an eco. Can you change the view model? I'm not observing. This is a feed. So, I can change the volume, and that's about it. What do I think of Bianco being the coach of made in Brazil? I think it's if they give him like the respect that he would deserve, I think it'd be great. Like, he's someone who just spends his time watching Counter-Strike all day, has well some ex-pro experience as well, and yeah, I think as long as they allow him to implement everything he wants to do, I think it could be a great signing for them. Also, Yanko is the sort of guy who I don't think would take any shit from any of those players. So I think that could work very, very well. Of course, this round was just a save. Dennis has managed to get away with an AK-47, or at least he has for now. There's lots of players exiting towards him. But the fact is, no, they're not going to get anywhere near. 7-5, T-side getting a couple more rounds on the board, but this is where, well, this is where I expected to see a decent buy coming in for Sprout. But it really does show how awful their economy has been when it's still not a 4-buy. Like, NATO was with 3,400 into that round and had to be dropped his AWP by Spiddy, so oh, let's hope he has the impact that's needed. Dennis currently 17-6. NATO will find that opener with the AWP. The solo push not working, but it seems like a bit of a bait, as now Spiddy is left alone. That UMP in hand, he gets one, and to be honest, with the weapon he had, that's not bad. Keeps the man advantage going, puts him into a strong position in this retake. Not too many aggressive spots either, and the one that was there is just going to be tapped down by Percy through the smoke. Dennis above will already close down another, and Twist left with his AWP and 4 players to find. This is a pretty difficult ask for him, and the fact is they can already get on the defusal. Twist will find one, but I imagine he may just save here. Yeah, just going to hold on to the AWP. 8-5. BR back betting. Oh, that's a good point, actually. They've done this right near the major. I suppose when you think about it, like, Yanko would be at most of their events anyway. So, realistically, like, they probably won't even have to pay for any flights. They've just got to pay him. It's actually a genius move. Like, if he's analyst, I suppose it means he can't do the analysis on any of that. Oh, well. Percy finds the opener, but Freddie B is very quick to trade, and while Freddie B is just going ham in this round, Brolin there to find another, and Cyclone and Spiddy are all that is left. Spiddy does find one and a second as well, and gives Cyclone a chance. He does have a kit. Good opportunity. If he had a smoke here, I'd almost bet on him to win, but the fact is, it seems unlikely. It will be a 6th for Rev Reserve, and considering the sort of... Oh, really? Okay. Twist with the heavy BM. I didn't realize we were playing like the original Halo, where you've just got to like teabag all your opponents when you get a kill. Eight to 6. He's announced as head coach. As opposed to what? Like an analyst? Will there be more coaches? I haven't actually had time to read the article because it literally came out during the match, but... I wonder if this will actually have any impact on him being an analyst, because that would be a massive loss. Like, I imagine he'll still be... I imagine he'd still do the major, right? That would be weird if not. But yeah, I will say for Sprout at the moment, they've got to have a much better T side than they did yesterday. Ready to that second opener as well goes the way of the CC side, doing work with these pistols and SMGs, and Dennis and Spiddy there once again to close this down. 9-6 half for Sprout. And they do make themselves a decent half considering they lost the pistol. Like, in all honesty, if Yanko has gone to Made in Brazil and won't be an analyst anymore, they must be offering so much money. Like, they must be. There we go, though. Second pistol important. It could give Red Reserve right back into this match. Alright, could give Sprout what is likely a 12-6 lead. You think they have to get 16 rounds before Red Reserve? I think you're right. That is supreme analysis coming from Sam. With the smoke and the kit, the nade's going to be thrown out. They do have a Molotov as well, but they've got to make sure they clear out Mr. Doppelin in the corner. That's a nice shot. A clanger onto the face of two players now. Finally, they'll remove him from action, and NATO does manage to find another. The problem is they've still got Hampus lurking around in the back lines. What was initially the flank coming in from Percy has turned into a switch around to get back in towards that site. Hampus takes the fight above and actually loses it as well. You'd normally give it to the USP in that scenario. NATO also behind. It's sort of a Red Reserve sandwich at the moment as both players in the center. And the fact is, if Percy can just leave, he could just go and plant the bomb on A. Now, he hasn't been able to, and unfortunately that means that he's going to go down to Freddy B. And NATO now in a pretty difficult position. And Freddy will even put him down. 9-7. They just need to get more rounds than the other team. That is, again, truth. At what point do they just go by the name Immortals? I'm pretty sure there was a point in the past with the original Made in Brazil where the majority of them weren't Brazilians. It's just a big Brazilian brand. It's like, it's just, yeah, they're just trying to build a brand in Brazil. That's what it is. So, they could have no... Ooh. Goodbye. Yeah, they could have no Brazilian players and still be called Made in Brazil. It doesn't really matter. It'd be a bit weird, but... Oh, Percy. Can he do anything more? Yes, he can. A second shot with the Deagle. Doing a lot of work over towards this B site, and there's actually no one else here. Freddy B going to be rotating in, and Percy looking to go huge. Now, he got them pretty much their first round on the board. Courtesy of work with the pistols. Looking to try and do it once again. $50 seconds left on the clock. The T's still looking to hit towards this A site. Now, there is no one on B. Not a soul over towards that B site. Obviously, the T's can't have the same sort of vision that I have on the map, otherwise that is cheating. But unfortunately for them, it means they are going to be pushing a bit more into the blender. Twist will now start the rotation back towards B, and what was initially a clear site now becomes one with multiple players on it. This has been perfect in terms of rotations for Red Reserve. NATO not even going to be able to get onto the site either, and Hampus even flanking into Spiddy. That was an excellent round in the end from Red Reserve. The couple of kills that came in from Percy definitely made things interesting. But the fact is, no, the rotations there from Red Reserve were very good indeed. Nine to 8. Technical pause once again. Yeah, I saw that as well. Di Natale. Bit of a weird name to have, especially. I'm guessing maybe they changed that midway through or something, so it just hasn't updated on the scoreboard. Yeah, Di Natale was a very, very famous footballer. A beast. A beast. Is there anyone here that doesn't bet? Me? I don't bet. I think it'd be a bit dodgy if I did, because especially with live bets now, like in this game. Imagine if I did bet. I could just sway people to bet on what I think. Be good. Because I'm sure there's some people who, for some reason, actually listen to my opinion, which, whew, that's never a good idea. Hopefully technical pause is going to be sorted fairly soon. I can hear stuff going on in the chat. FaZe unveil Thorin as coach. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, because I've met Thorin a few times. He's a very, very funny man. I will say that. And but he just says whatever he's thinking. So I'd love to see him try and coach someone, because he would just, like, by the end, I think one of the players would just walk off. So no, I'm done. That's it. You just annoyed me. Thank you, Paulie Dubs. I appreciate that. What is Red Reserve's best map? I would say Overpass. I think they're really good. Well, that is as flawless pretty much as it gets for Red Reserve. Every single kill going their way. Not a single player going down. Imperial unveil Richard Lewis as part owner. Now that is a top quality meme right there. Oh, hello, Disco. Speaking of top quality memes, there you go. The auto sniper is out. This is where the brutality begins for Sprout. Now the AWP is on to the other side. Do you like Nando's? I think it's good, but I think it's quite overrated. It is chicken. I like chicken, but I wouldn't say it's the best chicken I've ever had. I wouldn't say it's a staple of the UK either. Hampus going to be left smoke and blinded. Freddy B up close, but it will be spinning to find the opener. Dennis spraying through the smoke, only 1 HP, and Nate doesn't quite finish it. Nato spinning around through that smoke. And it is going to be left to a 3v2, but with Dennis on his last legs, could be problematic. Oh, that's filled. Speedy has just been sent to the Shadow Realm. All that remains is 2 players now. Dennis will find another one, even with 1 HP. Question is, can Dirty Disco Doppler finish things off with the auto sniper? 1 HP for Dennis. And he's still going to get the kill. Picks it up with the AWP. Is he going to take it? No, he's not. Dennis, he doesn't need the auto sniper. He doesn't need the filthy spam. And, well, CT side, they are going to have themselves another purchase. No auto sniper this time, unless Brolin's going to pick it up. Dennis really is like having a good couple of days of Counter-Strike. 23 and 11 right now. He played pretty damn well yesterday as well. It's been impressive. I have to say, I've been impressed with the way he's been playing. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think one of the things that you've got to give props to Sprout for is just that I think if you take each of these sort of individual players and put them like into their old teams, none of them played as well as they played in this team. I think all of them have sort of had a bit of a resurgence. It looks like the roles fit them slightly better. Like, points, obviously, in their careers, that was probably probably different. But like in the last teams they played in, at least, I don't think anybody on these teams played as well, and I don't think many people expected them to come back after the last. Is going to be left completely blind as Percy's still looking to play over towards Pop. Dennis with a couple of headshots. He's going to get himself a third as well. 3 kills already for Dennis. Roland now going to be the only one left alive, and yeah, Dennis is just unstoppable at the moment. Absolutely unstoppable. He's going to go hunting. He wants more to add to his name. He can definitely afford to lose this rifle. There'll be another one to be bought straight away. And Brolin will finally silence God Dennis. NATO going to be hunting, and will actually hit a shot onto Brolin, and they're just going to finish him off. There's no way he gets out of this situation alive. So many players pushing. The actually only player who was blinded there was one of his teammates, but it is going to be 11-9. I think Spiddy has actually had some like excellent games on this team, like especially like on this some of the CT sides. I think Spiddy has been playing pretty well. Obviously, all of this is just my opinion, but I think Sprout looked pretty damn good. I'm disappointed we didn't get to see them qualify for the major, but in all honesty, I think the teams that were expected to get the spots in the major qualifier did get the spots. 11-9. Brolin and Hampus. Oh, I get to say it again. Is 2 Zeus called a Zeus? Are they Zeus now? Because you have more than one. So there's 2 Zeus in the server. Ha ha ha. Triggering people every day. Oh, Hampus. Don't do it. Oh, now do it. Now do it. Oh, he's just being dirty. He's sat on the ladder with the Zeus. Psycho just like, nah, that's not happening. Nice shot from Twist. Freddy also going to find one. They're doing some damage with the pistols at least. And is he going to catch Dennis? Of course not. Twist, though. He's just got an AWP. If he can pick it up, which he can. Is the pick'em for the face it? No, I don't think so. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Last time, had Flipside 0 and 3. Got called stupid by a lot of people. They then went 0 and 3. Heh 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 heh. Do I know why HLTV is ahead? It's because there's a delay on the clean feed. What fun activity from your childhood has been completely ruined for kids today? Actually going and seeing people because they can just talk on their phones all day. I know, like, it almost seems weird. Like, I didn't have a smartphone. I almost feel old. But it's like I didn't. Weird. Yeah, I'm waiting for the stick because I'm going to open so many of those damn capsules. Right, who do I want? Who do I want? I want Issa. I want a gold Issa sticker. I want a gold quick sticker. Who else? Is there anyone I really want? I don't know. I want to get another electronic one. I've got 4 electronic ones on my AK. Spitty. Thanks, Casual Lander. Already going to be trades back. CT side looking to try and retake now as they are into a 4v4 after plant situation. Looks like there's a little bit of cat and mouse going on the other side of the map with Spitty and Freddy. But I don't really know where Freddy's going. He's going on a very long rotation. Luckily, his teammates are still doing the damage. And Percy just looking to try and hide here. He could be the saving grace for Sprout. They still don't know he's here. They still have absolutely no idea. The problem is, will he expect Twist? He will. And that's going to be the first executed. Already managing that. The problem is they have got towards the bomb, and Brolin's actually going to put him down before anything else can be done. Hampus with another left onto Spitty, and Brolin does the work. Oh, they don't have any kits. They don't have any kits. It's going off anyway. Sprout will win just off the clock. A great retake from Rev Reserve. Unfortunately, the 6th man for Sprout, the bomb, is going to be winning this one. $13-9. You gotta say Spidey. His Spidey senses a tingling. This is the map pick of Sprout. $13-9. Rev Reserve will have themselves a buy once again. Obviously saving 3 weapons, so, you know. Percy. Get to sneak his way out. There's only 1 defender here. It will be Brolin ready and waiting. Push on towards the site. Again, it is just going to have to be a retake. Now, Rev Reserve did excellently last time, but we are going to see much more aggression out for the T's. They've taken a lot of damage, and Twist is already going to find himself a first. Once again, though, Dennis trading back 2 crucial kills. Cyclone's there alongside him to add another to the death toll and leaves Hampus and Twist. So much left to do, and the position of Dennis is going to make this impossible unless they leave. He'd have to get this kill very quickly. I think he's just going to back out of the site. I thought for a second Hampus was one of the most spiciest players I've seen in a while. What are some of the things you haven't seen or know everything about? I'm sure there are things, but I have absolutely no idea. I suppose one of the things I used to do was because I used to watch the show Scrubs a lot. And after a while, I just started going, I think I might have that. Like, that was probably my biggest problem. I think I might have that. And obviously, I didn't. I think that's the worst thing. One of the worst things about, like, the modern day and the internet is self-diagnosing. Like, the amount of times where it's like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dying. And then it's like, you go to the doctor and they're like, no, you've got a cold. You have a cold. That's it. Or just like, you're a bit sleepy. That's literally it. But that's the world we live in. It's like you Google anything and it will tell you have like stage 7 Ebola or something. It's just the world we live in. But either way. 30 kills for Dennis. The man is beasting. He's feasting on these red reserves. The question is, how much of a reserve do they have left? This goes on and on. that's not a bad spray. He's found himself an opener. Gets a second onto Spiddy. Dennis won't be fooled, and Percy's there alongside him. Still, the T's fight back, seemingly in every situation, and this time it's Mr. Safix to try and turn the tide. NATO. We'll be looking to rotate over towards the B site. Brolin is going to be getting there fairly quick. You don't want to be planting it there. Niels, that's not a good idea. He's going to spot the twist, but can't quite hit the shot. Needs a kill quickly, and the flame's not quite going to spread to him. However, Brolin will do enough to put him down, and it will be a 10th. Double digits for Red Reserve at least. Oh, maybe some frustration coming in there. If you want to know who I am, you can type !castle. Is the universe deterministic? I'm not even really sure what that word means. So maybe. What is your opinion on YNK joining Made in Brazil? I think as long as he's given like complete control and the players listen to him, which I'll be honest, I have met Yanko. Not the sort of guy I would not want to listen to. He lovely, but scary. I think that's the best way to describe him. So, very got that like deadpan Serbian humor. So, yeah, I think it's a great decision from them. I'm very surprised they've been able to get him. Ooh, that would have been sick. If he hit that kill, I would have just lost it. I wouldn't needed new shorts. I was gonna say trousers, but I'm not wearing them. I got my shorts on today. It's hot. (5v5) still. Double up in once again for Red Reserve, and the T's do have enough. Have you ever casted with NATO? Yes. BetNet Masters or whatever it's called. I did the grand final with him. That was a lot of fun because he is a good friend of mine, and he is a lovely guy. Twister is going to put down Dennis. He's been the man to watch, but not this round. Well, actually, the T's are just going to opt to save, I think. 30 seconds left on the clock. They are just waiting patiently, but to be honest, by the looks of things, they are out of this round. Rumored to Made in Brazil. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed, isn't it? It's on HLTV. That's normally, like, that's the thing. HLTV confirmed. If it's on there, surely it's true. How often do I have trousers on when streaming? It depends what season it is. If it is hot, I do not. If it is cold, then I'm sold. There you go, it rhymed. 3 players surviving. T-side will sort of be able to buy into this next round. It's a bit of a mixture. Did he actually release those socks? Because I want those socks, the NATO Safix socks, but I never managed to get any. I'm a little bit disappointed. I have seen the NATO Safix socks, and I am jealous of them. Either way, not going to be the best buy in the world for the T-side. I wonder if he's given... I was going to think maybe giving the AWP over to someone for spawn, because it's weird for him to drop it. His parents and almost bought all of them. He said he'd give me a pair one day, but that has not happened yet, so... They were limited edition. Or I will... One day I will get my hands on some of those socks. For anybody wondering, they are socks with NATO's own face on them. And they are beautiful. That's my dream one day, to have socks with my own face on them. Brolin. Well, that is... It's close. That's too close for comfort. Some aggression out from the CTs. They have taken some control in Ivy, and Well, the push in the meantime is going to be hitting up towards this B-side. Hampus with the wild spray will do damage, but it's Brolin, the youngster, to shut down this round. The hope for Sprout in this one is pretty much gone. It's down to Percy and NATO to try and shut this out. The fact is that the bomb being dropped, well, it's not looking likely. Do you believe in love at first sight, or shall I walk past you again? That one's pretty bad. Can anybody top that? Anybody? What? Yeah. Go on. Someone else asked it. I can't think of anything particularly bad. So, what are your worst chat up lines? I'm asking the chat for their worst chat up lines. NATO. Left into a 1v5. These rounds are going to be so helpful for Red Reserve. Now, this is when I can always tell you that things are going bad for a CT side. Or for a T side. Oh. Oh, okay. NATO manages to get 2. I was going to say, because if you see all AWPs and AKs on one side, that's normally a very, very bad thing. Are you the trash? Because I would take you out. Oh, that's brutal. I've heard does this smell like chloroform. I've heard that one. Well, just pistols in this one. What's your worst cheddar? What? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Because just by your face it looks like it did. Whoa, Percy, hello. 2 quick kills for him already. Again, he just seems to be the maestro with the pistol. In the rifle rounds, some mistakes have been made, but this man has definitely made things interesting into this one. 4 versus 3. Bear in mind, in the last 2 buy rounds, they only managed kills after the round was done. In this round, he just found 2 entries with the pistol. Spiddy's managed to get another one. Is this really going to be where Sprout hit their 15th round? It is. It is. I don't think there's anything Twist can do. He's got Spiddy looking to hunt him down as well. He's on a double already. And, ooh, that was a nice shot at least, but they are going to take 15. I don't know how that's the one that Sprout managed to win. Percy definitely has to take some credit, but Jesus, that went wrong for Red Reserve. They should still have enough money to purchase. As said, whenever you see this pop up, the first pistol of the next map, that's when our observing team believes that the match is over. That's what I've learnt. Yeah, that terrorist probably does have a little bit of a smirk. Maybe they've got like a... Oh, I've just come up with the best idea ever. What we do is we set up cameras. Okay, it sounds slightly creepy when you say it like this. You set up cameras for all of the players, and then their facial features are matched onto the damn things in game, players in game. Could you imagine how good that would be? Like when someone gets really angry and you just see it on the guy in the game. That would be so funny. Like imagine that Nico face where he like leaned back in his chair just onto like... Valve, just hire me. I'll be your ideas guy. Quick trade early on from the T's. They've managed to get this into a 4 versus 4. Percy looking to probe over towards the B site. And, well, Twist is ready and waiting. Brolin. Another Cyclone looking to turn this back, but it's left on to Spiddy. He's got 3 players to find, otherwise, once again, Money may be in trouble. We'll find her first. Hampers up above on the trains may make it a bit more difficult for him, and it will be the CTs to get themselves another round on the board. Smells like OT to me as Sprout with not much money here. They may actually just opt to save for the final round, but can you instruct someone how to make an org? I don't even know what that says, but no. A Zeus for Spitty, a P250 for NATO, and that's it. That's all you got. It ain't good. CTs have some slight limitations themselves. Nice pop. It's only going to get Percy. That's actually enough. He's spraying wildly, finding a kill along the way. Brolin is just going to be waiting. Well, smoke, he nets another. Go on, Spitty. Get him with the Zeus. Show this kid who's boss. Ah, he thought he was there, didn't he? He thought he was still down. Ready B, flank, and it is going to be another flawless round. Red Reserve have found an awful lot of flawless rounds over the last few, but this is where it all lands. Your teeth are like stars, shining yellow and really far apart. I like that one. I like that one. It definitely works for British people as well, as that is one of the standard insults for the Brits. Yellow teeth. Still better than not having teeth, I would say. 15-14. OT or Sprout win? That's what I'm asking. Who do you believe in? Some of these, I love the ones that are just getting like, because basically, because I'm technically a mod in this chat, it asks me, do you want to allow this to be said? And some of the chat lines that have come through, which I cannot read out, are just magnificent. Teeth like a vandalized graveyard. Holy cow. That's brutal. 15-14. We do have a buy-in for both teams. Spitty's the one to take a hit. NATO looking for this jump across again. Hamper's just jiggle peeking. Won't see anything just yet. I don't know what that was. A little bit of a scope into the wall. Sixth sense from NATO. Maybe just trying to bait us into thinking he's using some cheatsy doodles. A sound cue. I was thinking that, but I guess it could bait them into the position of Spitty, maybe. I guess that could work. It didn't, but I guess it could. So, an aggressive peek. Percy will be there to put him down, but there's another man on the side they've got to deal with. There's the youngster Brolin, and actually the Ts are going to go switching back towards the A side. The CTs have somewhat over-rotated here, but they will have enough time to get back onto the site. It is going to be 25 seconds left on the clock for Sprout to now take this. Otherwise, we are heading into overtime. They've got to move. They've got no choice here. There's 15 seconds left already. A quick trade as NATO manages one, but they've got to get that bomb on towards the site. Spitty's found another. Doppelin could end it just by dropping the bomb, and that's exactly what he does. There's 7 seconds left now as Doppelin has finished this alone. It doesn't matter. His teammates running away. Brolin knows that staying alive is all that matters, and Disco Doppelin has taken us to overtime. It is not going to be Sprout taking this through in regulation. They will head into OT. Would you rather get a pair of NATO Savic socks and never be able to drink? Yeah, I'd give up mushroom soup for some NATO Savics. I would do that in a heartbeat. No questions. I want them socks. Honestly, that one wasn't even tough. Like, I like mushroom soup, but I don't like it enough to not want them socks. And I don't just want any pair. I want the socks that have his own face on them, not just anything. Whoa, whoa. Too busy talking about... We got double auto snipers. Cool. NATO already going to be finding the opener. And AWP hits the deck, but there's 2 more scope weapons to go. This is honestly something I don't think I've seen before, and well, we'll see if it works. This is the power of unlimited money. 16k MR3 OT. This is the way, I like it. Plenty of moolah to go around. And well, Cyclone already manages to find another opener. There's still the other auto waiting on the ramp as the T's have slowed right down. Hamper's going to be going in for the peak. Will he expect Dennis? Dennis won't expect him either, so it's not going to matter. It is going to be a 3-on-3. 2 auto snipers and an M4, as you do. And the T's are going to go rotating back in towards this B site. Utility somewhat expended, but in a retake scenario, Disco and Hampers would have themselves the incendiaries. The auto still going to be ready and waiting to just spam through. I'm actually surprised he even stopped and bothered for the smoke. Could have just sent more bullets going through that smoke. Nade not really going to do much damage, and Brolin looking to try and re-aggress onto the man planting the bomb. Spitty is going to get caught by the auto sniper. Cyclone actually around in the smoke as well. Will meet his doom by Hampers, and NATO's all that left, and more auto bullets through the smoke. I love it. See, there's like, I get that there's people saying the auto snipe, this is why it's bad, but like, if it was that powerful, if it was that good, people would save up for it. Like, it is literally $250 more than an AWP. Secondly, it's been 30 rounds. I want to see something different. Like, if they couldn't do it in 30 rounds, let them do whatever the hell they want. Fact is, if this was MR3 with 10k and they won the first round, they're still fine with money anyway. Makes no difference. If the gun is that ridiculous, just remove it from the game. Doesn't matter how much money it is. I love it because I don't get to see it very often. It's exciting. But the fact is, if it comes up against the AWP should win. 5 AWP, yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Here we go, the Brawler already manages 1, 2, 3 with the auto. This is what we like to see. Absolute filthy Counter-Strike coming out from Red Reserve. Oh, this is so dirty. Woo! I love it. I absolutely love it. 4 kills out of 5 with auto snipers. Red Reserve. Dirty. Dirty. This has got to be so tilting. If you're on Sprout right now, it's like, damn this stupid auto sniper. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. You can't wait for Sprout to buy 5 or... Oh, I would enjoy that. Pretty beat. Already. Oh yeah, because with 10k overtime, you definitely couldn't afford 2 auto snipers. Stop ruining my fun. The other team could have bought them as well. Caster's order. Hell yeah, I am. If I have enough money, I'd do it. In fact, well, no, actually, I was playing earlier and I picked one up. I didn't buy it, but still, twist with the aggression. Yes, you would, you filthy caster. I know. Sprout. Looking down and out so far in this T side. Exactly. You could buy as many auto snipers as you want with 10k MR3. You just have to make sure you win. That's the only difference. And the fact is they did win the round. T side disjointed, dismembered. And while 2 players just straight up dead. Percy and Dennis will play no further part in this first half of overtime. Freddy B. Well placed, but Spiddy is going to wide peek and take him down. NATO pushing him will lose his life. Amper's just going to continue forward. Doppler will chime in with the auto, and Brolin will do the same. All 3 rounds go the way of the CT side. Well, 18-15. 1 round needed on the T side. Now, both teams did have stronger CT sides. Are we going to see an auto on the other side? I don't think so. No, Spiddy's not going to do it. They're not coming in with the meta. They're not coming in with the meta. Could you imagine if Red Reserve now brought one in on the T side? Now that would have been pure banter, but they didn't. It's just going to be a more classic round of Counter-Strike. As I said, I need 1 round. Nice aggression from Percy. Even juggles the AK into his hands as well. A lot of slow rounds came in regulation on the T side from Red Reserve. Liking to execute into these sites pretty late. A lot of that revolves around baiting out the utility, but also just waiting to see if anybody will peek them. Now, the early fight has already gone the way of Percy. Interested by the smoke. Not really sure how that benefits him too much. Gives a little bit of time to reload, I suppose. Maybe trying to bait them into jumping down. NATO on the angle. Won't be able to connect the shot while blind, as the T's now do look to execute in towards this A site. Brolin quickly looking to swing around the site itself, and Freddy B finds an opener as well. Could this be the beginning of the end for map 1 of Sprout? Their choice. Brolin transitions, looks for the second, doing so much damage. NATO left with just 1 HP, but he still finds a kill. However, it is left onto Dennis. He's had a great game so far. Denies the bomb plant. Gives himself a little bit of extra time, but Twist will spot him through the smoke. It is going to be 19-15, all rounds going the way of Red Reserve in OT, and now they head into their map choice of Cash, where they look to try and end this quarterfinal. Either way, if you have enjoyed the cast, you can type !caster, and that will lead you to my Twitter. Either way, we'll be back after the break to see if Red Reserve will conclude this in map number 2, or if the turnaround can begin from Sprout.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.